Jonathan Sanderson, a four-star guard, number 51 ranked recruit in the 2026 class, has chosen Notre Dame as his school of choice. He has committed to Micah Shrewsbury and the Fighting Irish. Notably, this is the son of former Michigan strength coach John Sanderson, aka Camp Sanderson, the strength and training coach who put countless Michigan players through his offseason weight training program and developed them into NBA players. That's how we saw Nick Stauskas and Karis LeVert get stronger and better and better. He's a stud. And with the falling out that he had with Juwan Howard, that was sort of interesting. He spent like 1 week with Illinois, and then Sanderson's kind of jumped around. If you remember, it was announced about 2 weeks ago that John Sanderson was now going to be on the Notre Dame staff, and now his son, Jonathan, follows. Do you like this landing spot for Jonathan Sanderson? And honestly, it's been a while since we've talked Jonathan Sanderson, the player. So where are you at with him as a recruit and what he's going to bring to the table for Notre Dame?
Yeah, so he's actually interesting. I feel like I was a little bit lower on him than I possibly should be. I think he's got some real athleticism to his game that I don't think I really necessarily gave him credit for. I do think he's got some wiggle, some scoring ability that he doesn't necessarily get credit for as well. I just think that in thinking about what he could do at Notre Dame, and I know that I don't know if Michigan State officially offered him, but I know Michigan State was talking to him. I do think that he is going to find success at the college level. I think I was a little bit lower on him than I should be.
Yeah, I do feel like he's gotten better and better. He's
Yeah.
deserving of where he landed for
I,
me.
I'd also be interested to see what it looks like this year at La Lu.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah,
Yeah.
this whole I don't know, the way this commitment has happened has felt very like there's a lot of hoops to jump through to get to this point, if that makes sense. Like
Mm.
I think Trilly tweeted out a gif of it, but like package deal, right? If you're Notre Dame, I think you might have hired John Sanderson on his own anyway, but I think you're hiring him partially to get his son and or you're getting his son because you're getting him. Um, Along the way, yes, he's transferring to La Lu. So I feel like it's been known for a while. Like Jonathan Sanderson's going to end up at Notre Dame, and a lot of other steps need to happen first. You need to announce that you're going to play high school at La Lu. You need to announce your dad's going to be on staff, and now here we go. There's a lot of fathers on staff with the Notre Dame rosters in the Shrewsbury era, aren't there?
Nepotism, you?
Do we like that?
Not necessarily, no.
Feels a little weird, doesn't it?
It is a little bit odd. But also like mixed in there, they're getting other talent.
This video is brought to you by NBA2K Lab.com. 2K Lab worked with us last summer as well. They're one of our favorite entities in all of sports gaming. We want to show you their college basketball stadium locator challenge game. And I'm going to share a screen right now as we do this. South Carolina, bang. Oh,
Ooh,
okay, that's pretty good. Next, North Carolina. Why are we only getting the Carolinas?
please
Bang.
lock in.
St. John's. That's New
New
York.
York.
Bang.
Where's New Jersey?
We're on fire. Colorado. I actually don't know what state Colorado is.
It's in Colorado. There's a state of
Is that
Colorado.
this one?
It's to the right of Phoenix.
Anyway, you get the picture. This game's really fun. They've got more games as well, like Guess the NBA Player, Mystery Fantasy Draft, and more. Stay tuned for all of the college football content and games that they'll be putting together to help you get the best experience out of college football 26. Back to the video. Yeah. Yeah, it feels strange.
Also in the grand scheme of things, to your point, Notre Dame get the top 50 player at Notre Dame is really good for Notre Dame.
You're right. That's very true. Very true. What do you think his career arc will look like at Notre Dame? Like, this is a Notre Dame program that even in their struggles in the very new Shrewsbury era thus far, they've been highlighted by good backcourt play. I mean, at times, Marcus Burton has been a dude who's been able to take over games. Even Braden Shrewsbury's gotten better and better in a couple of years here. Jalen Harrelson comes in, the first pedigree recruit that Shrews has landed. And I would assume Jalen Harrelson could end up being a star in that system. But I don't know. Like, what's the path for Jonathan Sanderson? By the time he gets to Notre Dame, is he in the rotation? What does it look like long term?
Ah, I do think he's in the rotation. I do think there's an area for him, a role for him, kind of, especially given like where you're looking at where by the time he gets there, I think Marcus Burton could be back, but I think that they could use some guard depth at worst, and I think that he can bring the scoring, shooting, and athleticism pop that would kind of help him out. It's just kind of interesting because like he's a point guard, but I think he's more of a two guard and a 6'2" body. So it'd be interesting to see kind of how that works. But we have seen Shrews be able to do that with his teams at Penn State, more of an undersized team, more like, you know what I'm saying, like a little different style approach to it. So I have faith that Shrews will get the max out of whatever Jonathan Sanderson has.
Yeah. It is a fit landing spot wise, system wise that I really like if I'm a Sanderson, like the player believer, right? Like if I want to see this kid do well, this is a good place for him to do well, I think.
I agree.
My biggest issue would be is he ever like considered the go-to guy, which maybe he doesn't need to be in order to contribute, but I don't know. It does sort of feel like Notre Dame's always going to have like a studly guard, and does that leave him in a weird spot, or is he being the complimentary guy? Or is that
I,
him? You know?
I think more of a complimentary guy is what I would look at, but a good one.
Okay. All right. 4-year guy at Notre Dame.
I think so, yeah.
So he'll get to do 3 different Cam Sandersons then.
Yes.
But he's been doing roughly 18 Cam Sandersons.
Yeah, which is why he's got the balance he's got.
He does have a lot of balance.
Got a lot of bounce. I didn't realize he was like punching on people like that.
Yeah, when Michigan went south with Sanderson, it kind of felt like a bit at the time. And then he really blossomed into a really nice player after that whole falling out happened, you know?
Yeah, facts.
Uh Shrews needs to win some games, doesn't he?
He will this season.
This is the year.
Yep.
Okay. If they go 500 this year, what happens?
Shrews possibly gets hot seated.
Like the ACC is really bad, Cart.
It is.
Really bad. And
It,
there's a lot of first year head coaches that came in at programs all around the country and won a lot of games right away last year. Shrews has had a couple goes at this, and the ACC is not good.
yeah, but this is Notre Dame.
Yeah. I'm not saying it has to be Kentucky or Louisville, but I don't know. I just don't think it's hard to like be better than Steve Forbes.
Wake Forest is a little bit better than that, but I do agree with you, but I do think they will be good this year.
All right. Well, hopefully this is the year. Congrats to Jonathan Sanderson. Congrats to Camp Sanderson, uh, and Notre Dame.